Rathgormack are not out in the field yet, lads. Who's that, Gavin? Who?
Yes, very good evening, and you're all very welcome to Fraher Dungarvan for the much anticipated Waterford Under-20 Football Championship Final of 2021 between Rathgormack and Ballinacourty. Right now, before we bring you the team news, we're just pausing for a minute's silence in memory of the late Mrs. Brazel of Ballinacourty. Her grandson Oisin is part of the Ballinacourty squad this evening. She unfortunately passed away, and from all of us here in Fairfield, we extend our deepest sympathies.
Oh, where is she now? She is. Oh, I know who he is. Hey, he's Pat Basil's son. Yeah. He's Pat Basil.
Yes, they got on him, and right now we're pausing for Ron Aveen here in Fairfield. We'll take you through the teams very quickly indeed, because we're going to go straight into throw-in after this. Ballinacourty with David Byrne in goals, full backline of Conor Kent, Patrick Fitzgerald and Aidan Higgins. The half backline, Shawnee Lanigan, he doesn't start. Into the team comes Michael Kiely, the inter-county hurler, Colin Foley at number 6 and Keane O'Riordan at number 7. Lorna Porca, Willie Beresford, Ivor Hucht, partnered by Ivor Nay, Dara Slevin. The half forward line is DJ Kiely, Charlie Treen on the 40 and Jack McGrath. And the inside line for Courty this evening, Shawnee Callahan at 13, Ona Hearn at number 14, who's been going great guns so far in this championship. Number 15 is Reen Welch at top of the left, son of course of Pat Welch, well known former Nair great of course. Rathgormack then line out as follows. They line out as per programme: Jake Hanrahan in goal, full backline of Chris Comerford, Ger Hassey and David Flynn. Half backline is Padraig Fahy, Tom Welch and Glenn Power. Lorna Porca, Peter Welch, Ivor Hucht, he's partnered by number 9 James Power. The half forward line is number 10 Barry Power, younger brother of James of course, Jack Hickey on the 40 alongside Rhys O'Mahony at number 12, and the inside trio for Kenny Hassett's men this evening: Robbie Nugent at 13, Ronan Elif at 14 and Ryan Hennessy at number 15. Delighted to be joined on co-commentary this evening by a man who knows a thing or two about county finals and big days. That's former Waterford football boss John Jackson Kiely. And John, I suppose big occasion for these clubs, and also of course a huge occasion tonight. Of course the winners will receive the Greg Fives Perpetual Cup, which was donated by the Fives family last weekend. You soldiered with Greg for many a day, and of course it was a great, I suppose, token by the Ballinacourty Abbeyside club as well, and great honour and great to remember Greg here tonight as well.
It's a great honour, because I know it only seems like a couple of months ago that since he died in 2008, which will be 14 years in October, and he's left a huge void, not only in the family but in the GA family in the county and all over Munster, well known all over. Even only a couple of weeks before Christmas, I met Ambrose O'Donovan, who was a great friend of Greg's, and we were talking about the night in Cavan when the two were selectors for the Munster Railway Cup team, and Greg gave a rock version of Happy Birthday to You for an old lady. So he was a larger than life character. He was one of my greatest friends, and he'll never be forgotten, that's for sure. And this is a great thing here tonight that the cup is here in his honour. It's a great, absolutely. Well done, a nice touch from Ballinacourty and from the Vice family. It
certainly is. I'm sure they'll be hoping to bring that cup back across the bridge this evening. I'm sure Rathgormack will have a thing or two to say about this. This championship, of course, was due to get started, and I suppose the aim was to get played before Christmas, but it's gone into the new year. We won't mind though. It's a crisp but dry evening here in Fairfield, and the ball is in. Game is on straight away from the throw-in. It's James Power, the dual star from last year. He's not going to be missing those orange boots this evening, having a run at the Ballinacourty defence early, but the Courty defence are standing their ground so far. DJ Kiely back there working hard. He's the Ballinacourty captain. Running through here is Peter Welch. Oh, met hard there and fair. Good tackling straight away. There's no holding back between these teams who know each other so well. Rathgormack still have possession. James Power kicks this one in. It's going to go into the waiting arms though. Good composed goalkeeping there by David Byrne. Played for the county minors in goal, of course, in the 2020 championship. Outside as far as Colin Foley, man who started for the county under-20 team last year. He's under-20 again this year, and Ballinacourty working that ball out with Conor Kent. Now it's in the hands of Willie Beresford and Lorna Porca, and Courty are mounting this ball forward. Those numbers a little bit challenging on the Ballinacourty jerseys, but I'm sure we'll manage that as we go along. Charlie Treen, route one ball inside, good kick pass inside, peeling away from his man is Ona Hearn. He's got numerous scores so far in this championship, and Ballinacourty beating St Oliver's, Clashmore, Kinsale Beg and St Mary's. Pretty comprehensive victory in the semi-final. Right now back with Jack McGrath, who's been popping over frees for fun in this championship. It's back with number 17, as you notice there. That's Michael Kiely. lined out for Whelan in the Fitzgibbon Cup last week. He's also part of the Waterford panel for Sunday in the National League, so it's a busy couple of days for young Kiely. Right now we're watching Colin Foley, player who loves to get forward. Links up with DJ Kiely. Ballinacourty happy enough to retain this football. 45 metres out, booted in there by Jack McGrath into Shawnee Callahan. He claims the mark there as well. A little bit slow putting up the hand, but good route one ball, John. Just goes to show what a good kick pass can do.
Good, yeah, and it's so far, it's a high standard so far. The handling is very good on both sides. Well, this one is a bad one.
And Shawnee Callahan, I don't think he'll want to see a replay of that one, John. It's one of those ones the minute it left his boot, it was always drifting.
Absolutely, yeah.
So we still await the...
I see there at a minute silence there for Mrs. Brazel at the start. I'd like to commiserate with the Brazel family. I know him well. Her son Pat won a lot of titles with Killarney at underage level and was a great player.
Yeah.
Played for John Mitchell's, won championships with John Mitchell's. That's his son O'Sheen is on the Ballinacourty panel.
That's right, yeah. We extend our sympathies. O'Sheen, of course, played County Minor last year and a really hard-working guy as well. Stephen Flynn, the Rathgormack physio, just coming in there. I think it's James Power just receiving a little bit of treatment there. Right now, though, we'll follow the play. Ballinacourty have it. That's Shawnee Callahan. Treads this one across the line, looking for runners there. Can Rian Welch get on the end of this one? He's 13 metres out from goal. Barry Power doing the tracking there as always. Dishes it back out as far as Jack McGrath. 21 metres out from goal. Off his right leg, going for the opening score. This one is going to hang in the air and it's plucked out of the air by Jake Hanrahan in the red jersey. That's the red goalkeeper's jersey of Rathgormack. Now it's James Power, of course. A lot of these players, some of them not eligible for the under-20 grade this year, but fact this is last year's championship eligible for tonight. One of those is Jack Hickey, the man on the 40. And referee, I think, spots some holding here, has he? And I think he's going to bring the ball forward there, John, because there was a bit of holding inside the full forward line.
There was off the ball, a bit of off the ball, yeah.
And it's all the way in there as far as the 13-metre line. Ronan is being policed by Connor Kent. Ronan, of course, has scored 5 goals for Rathgormack in the senior championship this year, so he's certainly going to be watching, John, tonight.
That's right. I think did he get 6 points in the semi-final against Kyle Tier?
That's right, yeah.
Last week, yeah.
And that 210 to 110 victory played in Stradbally last week. They got a stiffer test in the semi-final. In their semis, Ballinacourty with an easy win over St Mary's, but 8
of this Rathgormack team, I believe, have senior championship experience. 7 of them in the county, and one of them played. One of them, I think, was young Hickey, played in the Munster Championship.
That's right, yeah. Jack Hickey played against.
But a very experienced under-20 team.
Yeah, absolutely. And that was a relatively poor enough miss by Ronan Elliff, who won't be happy with that one. Ballinacourty go forward. That's the wing back. Cian O'Riordan had a massive game in the quarter-final against St Oliver's Clashmore. And here he is in possession again now, off as far as Jack McGrath, wearing that 12 jersey, but wing forwards now, always playing that really deep role. And right now it's Charlie Treen, playmaker really on the 40, has runners. One of those runners is Michael Kiely on the edge of the D, spotted that Rian Welch was in a bit of space. Rian goes for the shot, it's high and it's over the bar from Rian Welch.
Well done.
Great score by the corner forward. He's a busy couple of weeks as well. He's joint captain of the Dungarvan CBS team who play in the Munster final next week. That's a good start from him.
That's a good start, yeah, and young Kiely's physical presence was a big help there as well.
So it's first bloods to Ballinacourty. They lead by a point to no score. Just 4.5 minutes gone here, and live coverage tonight brought to you as always in brilliant fashion by Rua TV. Tomas and Willie behind the scenes as always, and wherever you're tuned in tonight, we hope you're enjoying the action. Rathgormack back in the attack. Ryan Hennessy, bit of an unorthodox solo there, but it may well work out for the corner forward. He needs runners. Off his shoulder is Barry Power, one of the youngsters on this Rathgormack team. Good pressure though by Ballinacourty, keeping him there, and the ball is back with a centre half forward. That's Jack Hickey again trying to get room to manoeuvre, and decides to go across with it off as far as Glenn Power on the far side. Had a great campaign in the senior championship for Rathgormack this year, but it's sort of a looping hand pass inside. Rathgormack still managed to get their hands on possession. Far over side of the field. It's, as we said, it's a crisp evening, but a dry evening. In fairness, looking at Fraher Field, John, that surface isn't in bad.
It looks great. I'd say the Ballinacourty are very impressive. Their work rate off the ball is very good, and they're putting I know Rathgormack after missing a few, but that's because of the Ballinacourty defenders are doing their job. They're putting them under awful pressure there.
Here's Padraig Fahy, back to Ryan Hennessy. Rathgormack going through the keep ball route, but as John mentioned there, there's a lot of bodies back there. Paddy Smith says the ball was won. That's a good tackle there on Hennessy, and DJ Kiely, look where he is. He's 10 and he's back, way back in his own, literally in the corner back position. Outside as far as Cian O'Riordan for Ballinacourty. Up the line now, there's a bit of space for Charlie Treen. He's looking for runners up. Cian O'Riordan, I see him tearing down the wing in front of us here. Across as far as Rian Welch. Look how deep he's come to get his hands on the ball. Treen has it again. Now he's looking for options inside. Treads this one down the line. Lovely route one football as far as Shawnee Callahan. Pace to burn. Member of the county minor hurling team last year, of course, who reached the Munster final, but he's a capable footballer as well. Has possession now. dancing this way and that, lovely balance and control. Ballinacourty retaining that all-important ball. Beresford back out to McGrath, across as far as DJ Kiely, captain of Fraher, of course, tonight. Son of Ian, of course, well known in Abbeyside Ballinacourty circles, and it's in as far as Ona Hearn thought he was going to take the mark. Decides now to take on his man, got inside the cover. Jersey tested there. Ona Hearn snapshot across, and Ona Hearn. It's gone wide there on this occasion. Just flashed across goal there. Decent effort, John.
Decent effort. It looked the point. I heard you saying there that DJ Kiely is the captain tonight, is he?
He is indeed. Yeah,
Ian Kiely's son. He's had a great time.
I believe there's another certain Ballinacourty gang heading to Leopardstown this weekend, John. We won't name any names at the minute, but we hope they enjoy their day tomorrow. Right now we're back to the football, and I was going to say Ian Kiely has the ball. It's DJ who has it, and he treads this one down the line. Is it going to carry too much pace? Oh, it's just nearly kept in play there by Jack McGrath, and Rathgormack will be pretty relieved to see that go out over the line. But interestingly, John, as you mentioned, Ballinacourty not afraid when they go forward, but then at the other end they're getting the bodies back.
Yeah, that's what's impressing me most with them, is their willingness to work so hard. They're putting in the hard graft, yeah.
Kick out comes from Jake Hanrahan. That's well gathered there by Glenn Power. Takes that mark and gets on with it very quickly down the line as far as Jack Hickey. Race for possession here. He's battling with Colin Foley. Colin seems to be pushed in the back, and he certainly is indeed. Just a whistle there, but hard to hear from Paddy Smith there. But Colin, using all his experience, of course, kicked that point against Clare last year that ultimately, I suppose, got us over the line that night. He's eligible for under 20 again this year, so he certainly is one for the future. Rian Welch on the ball now, and Ballinacourty very close to the sideline on the far over side. Don't remember who the linesman I see over there. Back with Willie Beresford. Willie treads this one across outside of the boot, but maybe not on the same wavelength there, and the ball is overturned by Rathgormack. James Power, lovely ball down the line, taken first time in his stride by the corner forward. That's Robbie Nugent. Plenty of pace on him. Battling hard there is Aidan Higgins, who's on him. Power treads this one down the line, looking for Ronan Elliff, taking Conor Kent on a bit of a tour. Stand side, corner side of the Fraher field, hitting into the road goal. Elliff, tight tackle on him. He has an advantage coming over the shoulder. That'll be a fair score if it goes over. Yeah. That's a massive kick by Ronan Elliff off his left leg, cracked it over. Absolutely delicious score. Yeah. The full forward. Good advantage by the referee. Good advantage by the referee.
And a great score, and like
up for grabs for the inaugural time here this evening. Aidan Higgins trying to get out of a wall of traffic there, manages to just boot the ball forward, and it may well work out for Courty. DJ Kiely bends his back, gets over the ball, steps inside the cover, looking for options, has support in the shape of Kiely. That's Michael Kiely. The cousins combining there, and Kiely, that big stride in him. That's a good tackle though, is it? No, it's an illegal tackle according to the referee. We might be coming back for a free. And he says play on. The 5 seconds is up. Good refereeing there by Paddy Smith. Back into Charlie Treen. Now we can see Rathgormack have the bodies back. They've only 2 players inside their own 65-metre line. Ballinacourty still trying to find a pocket of space. Ball kicked forward in as far as Callahan, but reading the play well here. Policing him this evening is Chris Comerford. It's back with Callahan. Tackling is by Barry Power on the far side. It's good tackling by Barry. Ballinacourty don't manage to retain the ball. Back outside now. And ball in the centre. Seems to be a player taken out of it there, but we'll follow the play. DJ Kiely decides I'm going to have a go, but he threw it up in front of a couple of players there, and Rathgormack may well overturn this ball. Glenn Power driving out with the ball. Good play there by the wing back. And now Rathgormack can mount this attack, tread it down the line as far as Jack Hickey. Colin Foley trying to battle hard with him. It's Fitzgerald on the far over side, but Hickey has it for Rathgormack. Back with Glenn Power now on as far as James Power. Plenty of powers on the field on both sides this evening, and there's power in the legs here of big Peter Welch there as well. His brother Tom is a big man, John, but Peter is
he's a big man, yeah. He's a big young
as well. And just as we say it, though, he loses the ball, though, and that's taken off his grasp there by Ballinacourty. They win this ball back. Route 1 down the line. Shawnee Callahan always shown well. Oh, lovely bit of footwork there by Callahan. Get inside the cover. Side steps inside again on the Fraher field surface on this Friday night. County final night. Charlie Treen with this effort. Oh, taken in there by Hanrahan. So far, 11 minutes gone. It's one of those games so far where you feel John scores could be at a premium tonight.
Yeah, it could be, yeah.
Back with Courty again. They recycle it all the way back out, but they do manage to retain the football. Now it's with Willie Beresford. He offloads as far as Michael Kiely. Kiely decides, I'm going to have a go. He's outside the D area. It was a snapshot. And again, it goes harmlessly out over the end line and wide. The opening 12 minutes have flown by, and we're all square.
We're all square, yeah. Like you said, it's going to be, scores are going to be, as you said, of a premium. It's going to be, looks like it's going to be a lower scoring game, yeah. Just young Kiely's kick there, Gavin reminded me of the old days when Ian was playing, and he'd take a shot at the goal, only his plan was probably ended the corner flag.
It definitely wouldn't have reached the net. Anyway, I'm sure he'll thank us for that later on, John, at some stage. But anyway, back to the play we go, and James Power links up with his brother Barry. And of course, Rathgormack, they'll be keen to win this trophy as well. They have a lot of underage talent coming through. They met these two teams, certain this age group, they met in the minor final 2018. It was Ballinacourty who came out on top that day down in Kill. And it's James Power back on the ball now, running repairs being done by one of the Ballinacourty players out there in the middle of the field. Looks like Willie Beresford, but Rathgormack, they're not interested in that. They're getting on with the play. Jack Hickey trying to get through the Ballinacourty defence there. Pop pass as far as Ronan Elif, almost taken off from there by Peter Welch. Elif has the shot. It wasn't a great effort inside, and David Byrne, who's just thrown on a bib on him there because he had a green jersey which was clashing with the Rathgormack colours. So Paddy Smith wisely saying just change that jersey, so he's thrown on an orange bib. Patrick Fitzgerald working the ball out. The full back for Ballinacourty. Oh, just took his eye off it there, and you won't run in, runs into James Power there, and referee says was it handled on the ground, so it's going to be a free in.
Yeah.
And James takes this ball for Ballinacourty, or for Rathgormack, back in with Tom Welch. It's the Welches combining Peter and Tom, the Lorna Porca. Out now as far as Barry Power, 45 metres out from goal, tries to get through Michael Kiely there. Easier said than done though. And it's with Rathgormack again. Ryan Hennessy throws the ball forward there, tries to go by the would-be challenge there of Aidan Higgins. He's 13 metres out from goal. Seemed to be handled on the ground there, was it? Yes, says the referee.
Yeah.
And just apologies there as well to those tuned into the live stream broadcast tonight. There's a lack of broadband unfortunately tonight here in Dungarvan, but we're seem to be up and running again with Tomas and Willie weaving their magic there behind the scenes. So we just ask people to bear with us. So we can't be right the whole time, John, I suppose.
Yeah.
We'll follow the play. DJ Kiely right on the touchline now, then decides to cut in. That's good play by Kiely. He's met hard there by James Power. Fair according to the referee. Does well to retain possession. He has an advantage coming, and the referee will bring it back for that. Kiely gets on with it quickly. Ball across into the centre of the field. Ballinacourty have it. Here's Charlie Treen. Paddy Smith just having to duck out of the way there. Treen sort of in that playmaker role for Ballinacourty on the 40. Now has support off Jack McGrath, tall athletic figure in the half forward line for Courty. Links up with his opposite wing forward. That's DJ Kiely. Courty now entering the edge of the D, or about to do so. McGrath, you can see him, he's trying to get onto that right leg. It's back with Beresford, trying to tread this one through, but it's a poor ball, well cut off inside there by Rathgormack, I should say, excuse me. It's Barry Power reading the play very well there. That's great work rate by Power. Out as far as Peter Welch. Jack Hickey on the ball. Now Rathgormack could have an opening on the 45 metre line. Coming across there is the Ballinacourty rear guard there. It was Dara Slevin trying to put in the challenge there as the kick came in there, and that's gone harmlessly.
Yeah, it was a great move out of the defence from Rathgormack. Yeah, the finish left a lot to be desired. Are you off air now?
No, we're on air, John. Yeah, we're on air. We just had a lack of broadband there for
I have to compliment John, you're doing a great job. Because with the lights of Ballinacourty numbers.
Well, I'm sure, John, I'm just looking at the phone now to see how many errors I've made after, so I'm sure I'll get a few texts later on, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. Right now, we'll get back to Keane O'Riordan, and Keane working this ball out, but past to Willie Beresford, didn't go to hand though, and Rathgormack looks like they've missed in those orange boots. Anyway, that's one thing for sure. He has an advantage coming as well. Paddy Smith says, go on, play on, have the shot.
Oh my God.
I think he's
at the minute of your James is probably the best player on view at the minute.
And it's to be fair to James Power, he's one of these guys, John. He's probably 2 years experience of this. He's played senior with Rathgormack.
He was senior championship.
He's a lot of football player.
He's an awful lot to show there as well.
Courty, and you see the Rathgormack. Kenny Hassett, of course, doing great work. You'd know Kenny and Declan.
I know Kenny for many years. Yeah. Who's with Kenny?
You've Declan Power and Dinny Hassett.
Oh, I do.
Declan Hassett involved in the
I know Declan, a Tipperary player.
It'll be good there.
From Grange Mokel are living in Rathgormack.
And this one is good for the first time this evening. Their opening score.
It's just they seem to have Rathgormack have the edge around midfield, but the Ballinacourty defence have been playing well, have been putting them under a lot of pressure.
And this ball could be overturned here. The dreaded short kick out, as they call it, but Colin Foley is down over this ball, gets the head of the centre half forward. That's Jack Hickey. And Courty have this ball back. Peeling off the shoulder there, making the run up the field is Aidan Higgins. He's a grandson, of course, of the great Dr. Tom. Synonymous, of course, with Waterford teams over the years. Another man you'd know well, John.
I do. He helped me a few times. I had a few nervous lads. I got medicine. Kicked
out over the line and wide on that occasion. Yeah. And In
He
fairness,
helped me out in a few flights as well, where fellas were nervous on the aeroplanes and things like that.
I'm sure. We won't go into any further details on that one, John. But no, in fairness to Aidan, he's a very capable footballer as well. And this one is kick out is going to come from Jake Hanrahan. The kick out for Rathgormack. Peter Welsh goes up for this ball, bypasses him and a couple of players there, but Higgins, it's young Higgins down over this ball again, being tackled hard there and fair by Ryan Hennessy according to the referee. Ballinacourty trying to get on with this play, and they do, in fairness to Higgins. He picks himself up very, very gingerly indeed. Good move here by Courty. Just Charlie Treen took his eye off it. Hefty challenge coming across DJ Kiely, but his soccer skills there. Ian was a good soccer player, so was DJ. Edge of the D. DJ, this one is hanging in the air. It'd be a fair score if it goes over. This one could be very dangerous. Hanrahan comes out. Ball spills, but Rathgormack there. First to react to it there is Glenn Power onto that breaking ball. That's great play there by the senior man. Outside, takes the 1-2 there with Peter Welch, and Power decides to go route 1. Drills this one down the line, down as far as Jack Hickey. Oh, it takes this one ahead of his marker there, getting out in front of Colin Foley. Rathgormack have possession back. David Flynn on the far side kicks this one forward. Not a great pass, reading the play well there is Conor Kent. Now the pace is beginning to maybe up in the last couple of minutes. Barry Power's pass goes inside to Jack Hickey, just about reached him. Back with Power again. That's Barry, has that right knee strapped, as we can see, back with David Flynn. He's way up from his corner back position, kick down the line. Ballinacourty have a player, Rathgormack have a player on the ground there. We'll follow the play. It's with the wing forward. That's Rhys O'Mahony. Rhys has possession now. Fix this one back outside. Rathgormack. It's Ronan Elliff, the go-to man so far. He's 2 points so far. Back as far as David Flynn. Is he deciding to have a shot? No, he's not. Decides to thread it down the line. Here's Ryan Hennessy outside of the boot. Well blocked down there. Ballinacourty, they have the bodies back. This one is picked up by Colin Foley. All is reading the play very well. Good spell of possession here. Colin is tripped on his way out there.
Yeah, the Ballinacourty defensive played heroically there to get the ball in, you know.
Yeah, it's a good standard of football, John.
It's a good standard, yeah.
And as somebody was asking me before throwing,
it's well up to what you'd expect from a county final, from the two best teams in the county. Yeah.
It is an A final, and of course Rathgormack probably, John, they got that stiff test against Galtier last week. You know, there was a goal in.
How many senior players have Ballinacourty on the?
There's about 2 or 3 of them would have played senior experience. Just looking down through the list there, John, but a lot of these would have minor medals as well, and of course under 20. And that's a slack kick out there by David Burner from that free, and Rathgormack could profit. Robbie Nugent into Ronan Elliff, edge of the D, edge of the box. What a save by Byrne onto the crossbar. Oh, he was equal to it. He may have given away the ball, but he atoned for that error there. That was a great save. Onto the crossbar then. Ballinacourty breathe a sigh of relief. Colin Foley, Michael Kiely on the ball now. Look how deep he's come. Back to Foley. Oh, that could be a big moment in this county final. Foley seems to be pushing the back there. Referee says play on. It's back with Michael Kiely. Ballinacourty just warming up a few subs underneath us. And Kiely winning that free. He's having to come really, really deep for possession. Ball kicked away again, John. Ryan Hennessy has possession back. He's working around there. He's busy as always in the middle of the field, Ryan. Here's Glenn Power. Offloads as far as James Power. No relation, I believe. James being met hard there and just shoves TJ Kiely out of the way there. But the tackling is okay according to the referee. Down the line as far as Robbie Nugent. And again, Rathgormack just guilty of overplaying the ball maybe there, and that's poor tackle there on DJ Kiely, and it's Robbie Nugent is the guilty party there. Needless enough.
Going back to the save, it was a brilliant save, and the ball seemed to come off. We'd like to see it again. I'd like to see him to come off the underside of the crossbar, but back out. So it was a great save from the young fella, yeah.
Great save by David Byrne, who's a member, of course, of the minor team a couple of years ago. I'm sure he'll be pushing for a place in the under-20 panel as well this year. And right now the ball is back with Ballinacourty. Willie Beresford just took his eye off it. It's a hefty challenge by Beresford there on Ryan Hennessy, and the free is going in fairness to Paddy. He's keeping the in fairness, he's keeping good tabs on it so far. It's
he is. He's trying to keep the game flowing, and he's playing the advantage every time, you know. And
somebody was asking me beforehand about the water breaks, but obviously I don't think there's any water breaks tonight. Somebody was saying the fact it's last year's championship that they should be in there, but obviously I don't think if we had one yet, John, we won't see one yet. But right now we'll follow the football. It's in with Shawnee Callahan. He's on the 13-metre line, turning this way and that. He needs support. Looking for runners. And brilliant plenty intercepted there by David Flynn. He wasn't reading that Ballinacourty script. And Peter Welsh, route 1 ball down the line as far as Jack Hickey was gone deep. David Flynn making a great run upfield. What a run that is by the cornerback play. There's a lot of stuff going on off the ball as well. And David Flynn is caught there. Ryan Hennessy seems to be pulled back there.
And David Flynn, and that chap number 4 for Rathgormack, is having some game.
Thundered up the field there.
And that's his third or fourth time doing that.
I see it. Rathgormack management team are in the ear there of Martin Kern, the linesman. I think Ryan Hennessy was pulled back off the ball there as well, but I'm sure Martin Kern will have a word there with his Raytor. Martin, of course, the standby referee here tonight, just having a word with Paddy Smith there, the Shamrocks man, as see Stephen Flynn coming off there, the Rathgormack physio. He's involved with the senior footballers who are Just a quick word on that, John. They're London bound this weekend. I believe they're flying out, and of course you'd have many experiences there from trips to Ruislip. Never an easy place to go.
No, I was there with the last time I was there with the Munster team and the Railway Cup final in 09. I was there a couple of times. We had a few beers over there, a few times with the Waterford footballers, including your Rua, your technician here. Good man to sing a song.
Well, we just as well the cameras and the recorders
we got beaten the pint there in 08.
Yeah. That's the year, of course, you had the great Damien Lawler over doing the book for you, John, that year as well.
That's right, yeah.
Great memories.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wish you.
But yeah, I see. Well, look,
a great result, John. A great start against Tipperary last weekend.
It was a great start, yeah. It was a great start, yeah. And I believe they should have won it again. On the amount of possession they had, they should have won the game.
James Power, speaking of possession, would like to get this one on target, and he certainly has indeed. It's the first point of the evening for the midfielder. He's got on a lot of possession. He's kicked a beauty. Rathgormack lead by 2, and we've hit 23 minutes in the first half.
Yeah, well, Paul, he looks like a man playing against boys. Do you know what I mean? He's a serious player at this level.
Kick out comes from David Byrne down on top of DJ Kiely, claims that mark as well. That's good play by Kiely. Now as a runner off him, Shawnee Callan has come a bit deep here, but he's come for possession. He gets on it on the 45-metre line now for Ballinacourty, weaving this way and that, trying to get a cover inside the cover of David Flynn, who's marking him well so far. And it's back with O'Hearn, the big full forward for Ballinacourty. Now Cian O'Riordan in possession. 3 points to 1, as we mentioned. Scores so far hard to come by in this county final night. It's a fairly chilly one here in Fraher Field, but the pitch in pristine condition for early February, and huge occasion for both clubs' fields. And as we said, thankfully there's no rain though, so it's a perfect evening for football. Colin Foley decides to have a venture upfield. The number 6 is going forward. Arm seems to be pulled. Referee says play on. Outside as far as Cian O'Riordan. Shot comes in from
Yes,
O'Riordan.
Goal.
Oh, it's gone wide there. It's flashed in, and I thought for a second the net was going to billow.
I was sure it was a goal. Yeah.
Just outside there, but a great move by Ballinacourty.
Great move, yeah. Defence splitting move, wasn't it?
Certainly was indeed, and Cian O'Riordan, he loves to get forward. I think he kicked 4 points against St Oliver's Clashmore in the quarter final, and of course Ballinacourty, they had that big win, John, against St Mary's, 6-8 to 3 points. As some would say, you know, they were out again for 3 weeks and they weren't tested either in that semi-final. Is that a factor?
It looks like Ballinacourty or Rathgormack had 2 tough games, whereas Ballinacourty weren't tested at all, you know, coming into it.
So Tom Welch, the centre back, of course, his brother Peter is and
of course the Ballinacourty game was from 5 or 6 weeks back, was it?
Yeah, well, 3 weeks I think their St Mary's game was. They played St Oliver's Clash more than 2 weeks previous to that. So it's been a busy couple of weeks, and in fairness, it's great to just be back, I suppose, playing football.
Is the B final on in this?
The B final is rescheduled for next Sunday morning, the 13th of February. It was due to be played tomorrow, but that's been pushed back as well in case people are inquiring about that. So that's Stradbally and Tramore. So it's fixed for Sunday morning, the 13th of February, 11 o'clock. Venue to be announced as well. So that's going to be a big occasion for Stradbally and Tramore, 2 traditional clubs as well, John. Ballinacourty have this ball back. We're concentrating on the A final tonight. DJ Kiely is met there by a green and red wall, if you want to call it that, there in the shape of Barry Power. Rathgormack pleading for steps with Ballinacourty. DJ manages to weave out of that tackle. Here's Michael Kiely now. He's way out the field, but he's still getting on a lot of ball. He has support on the far over side. That's Cian O'Riordan again. Off the shoulders, Charlie Treen. Off him is Jack McGrath, or in fact that's O'Hearn, excuse me, back out as far as Treen. Now Michael Kiely on the ball. Is he going to shape up for his shot? He's looking for options inside. O'Hearn now steadies himself. 21 metres out from goal. It's a poor enough effort just into the arms of the goalkeeper. Jake Hanrahan just drops it there for a second, but he recovered well. Good goalkeeping there by Hanrahan, and Rathgormack get on with this one. It's a drilled first time. Not sure that it was meant to be a pass, but it turned into a good pass anyway, and it's with Glenn Power, or in fact it's Rhys O'Mahony on the far side. Ronan Elliff gone inside the cover. 2 points so far. Tackle is good according to the referee. In fairness it was. In fairness, Ronan didn't go down to ground either. Gets on with it very quickly. Charlie Treen has come back way deep there, and Ronan decides to almost put it to the ground. Something we might see at the Aviva there tomorrow, John, but I don't think there was any malice in it.
No, I don't think so. No, I think it was harmless enough,
And 27 minutes gone. So as we said, scores are they're hard to come by, and so far, John, I think if you were Kenny Hassett's management team, you'd be pretty happy with this opening 27 minutes, would you?
Yeah, well, sorry, what did you say
on
there?
The scoreboard, I'm just saying Kenny Hassett.
Yeah, but you'd be a little bit disappointed as well if you more. But then Ballinacourty could have got a few as well, you know. So
it's tight and it's tense, as you'd expect.
It's tight game, 20
27 minutes gone, so obviously that query about the water breaks, there's no water breaks tonight. I don't think you need it. Maybe it is a tea break you'd want up here anyway or something like that. We might get that at half time, and that ball is intercepted, overturned again by Patrick Fitzgerald, and he gives it off as far as Michael Kiely. Back as far as Charlie Treen is back there as well. Look how deep Kiely and Treen are having to come for possession. Right now it's Colin Foley to spot the Willie Burns was in it. It's set across there, that D area. And Ballinacourty finding it very hard to make headway, but they do have possession. Shawnee Callahan, 45 minutes out from goal. Again, time over this one. Good composure there. Back as far as Dara Slevin, the number 9. Athletic player in the middle of the field. Ballinacourty trying to profit from this one. Shawnee Callahan. The shorts were tested there. The jersey is tested now. I think he may well have an advantage coming. And the does bring it back for the free. In fairness, he had the hand up. Well engineered move. Bit better patience there from Ballinacourty, John, and this is kickable.
Kickable, yeah. Actually, young Beresford was playing a lot of ball gone through his hand, and as you said, Michael Kiely and DJ Kiely.
Doing a lot of work.
They're doing a lot of Foley. They're working really hard. I think young Beresford will be grandson of Gary Morrissey.
He would be, yeah. I'm sure he would be, yeah.
Legendary Pike and Ballinacourty player, yeah.
Well, the Beresford name, synonymous, Ballinacourty,
of course. His father wouldn't be happy with that now, because he said, what about me? I play for Kilgomnut.
I'm sure that'll be a debate well into the night, particularly if Ballinacourty can win this back, but they've a bit of work to do. But right now, this, you'd imagine, will be scoreable for Jack McGrath, the number 12. He curls this one in. Have I put the commentator's curse on him? I think I have. Yeah. Right and wide. He just couldn't draw it in, John.
He couldn't draw it in. That's a really kickable one, yeah.
Shawnee Lanigan, I see,
a few poor frees from both teams.
So Jake Hanrahan places the ball on his tee and gets on with this one. The short kick out. It does find a man though. That man is David Flynn, who John mentioned is working really hard, of course. He links up with Ger Hassey. Ger trying to get out of a wall there, and tackling is over anxious according to the referee. And as you heard Taylor Murray there, the PRO, County PRO, announcing just 1 minute of additional time. So in fairness, John, there's been no stoppages. This first half has flown by.
It's flown by, yeah. I can't believe it was a half an hour nearly gone, yes.
So Ballinacourty have possession back. That's Patrick Fitzgerald. Oh, just the solo there. He showed too much of the ball to Rathgormack, and Colin Foley tries to win it back. That's great tackling by Foley there on Jack Hickey. Great disciplined tackling there. And Ballinacourty will want to get a score on the board before half time. Can they provide a drill down the line as far as Reen Welsh showing well for the ball off the shoulder? It's Dara Slevin. Here's DJ Kiely, edge of the D, trying to go forward. He's pulled back. He's hauled down. That's a free in to Ballinacourty. That's a better move. There was a bit of flow in that one. DJ is looking at the referee to say, where's the card? Yeah. Better move, and Ballinacourty will be hoping they can have better luck this time, John.
Hopefully, yeah, he should score this one.
And Tom Welsh, Tom has been spoken to again, John. He's such a prolific figure there. It's great to see Tom Welsh back. He had those cruciate injuries. He did a lot of work behind the scenes. It's great to see him back the last couple of months.
He was a big loss last year to him, you know.
See, your mate Deck Power there is doing the policing on the sideline there, John. Colourful character as always.
Yeah, good fella from a good family.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And right now, Jack McGrath, it's almost round 2 for the wing forward. Can this one be a better one from his point of view? Yeah. That's better. He floats it in and over the bar. Opening score for Jack McGrath. Reen Welsh got their opening score. He's got their second. That is Jack McGrath. 31 minutes almost gone. We should have Paddy Smith's whistle very shortly, but it looks like we're going to go in.
I know
you're between the teams that have
on a lovely evening, and you said the pitch is perfect, and it's the A final, and you'd be thinking the score should be higher, but still the exchanges are keen, and it's, you know, it's good.
It certainly is, and bang on cue. We said the whistle will be coming up very shortly. There it is from Paddy Smith. Just a 1 point game at half time. It's Rathgormack edging it 3 points to 2. We only had a minute of additional time, but that's all was needed here this evening. A quick word, John, before we leave. You get a cup of tea, which is well earned. It's tight, it's tense, as you said. Scores are hard to come by, but in fairness to both teams, they're giving it everything.
They're giving it everything, and it's hard to call it at the minute, to be fair. It's a real 50-50 job.
Great stuff. So we'll take a breather here. one. So Rathgormack shoot back into the lead, 4 points to 3 in this 2021 County Under 21A football final, coming to you live from Fairfield. Once again, apologies for the lack of broadband here tonight, which the stream might be in and out for a couple of the viewers at home. So again, we apologise in advance for that. We will have the full game up after tonight to view it back fully, I'm sure. So wherever you want to settle down for the rest of the weekend and watch back this game, you can do likewise. So we look forward to that. That's a pull down there on James Power. Cian O'Riordan pleading his innocence there. They've had a good duel, and Power decides to go punt kick, and Colin Foley winning this duel ahead of his marker there. Foley went down over the ball. Seemed to be a hefty challenge on him there, but referee says play on. Jack McGrath has it back for Ballinacourty. In fact, that's Michael Kiely, sorry. Met by a wall of challenges, and he's foul there. Referee coming back for an original foul. Colin Foley went down over the ball. He got a belt. We'll just due care be given to him there by Emer Inright. The team physio is coming in there. I see Darragh McGrath, part of the Ballinacourty management team there as well, and Colin, in fairness, is a tough warrior, John. He won't stay down too easy. No, he's playing well. He's one of the Ballinacourty's better players on the night. It'll be his third year. He's a lad, I believe, he's senior experience. One of, I believe, 3 players on the Ballinacourty side with senior experience. Yeah, indeed, yeah. And Colin Michael Kiely and Willie Beresford. Yeah, a key member of the under 20 squad again this year. To be his third year playing under 20, of course, at county level as DJ Kiely, another man with I suppose county experience at underage level, drawing that foul well against Barry Power, and again his work rate has been phenomenal. He's going to leave this to Ona Hearn, who's yet to score in this county final, but this is certainly kickable into what they call a scoring goal, John. Yeah, it should be. He should nail this one. But young Kiely now he's got to score, and if they'll get this one, he's made it. So the free engineered by Kiely, the kick has gone in, and it's gone wide there by Ona Hearn. He'll be a little disappointed with that one. He's not the only one who's disappointed. that was a bad miss, to be honest, certainly, and just looking at the flags checking underneath, absolutely not a puff of wind here tonight. Not a puff of wind. It's absolutely unbelievable conditions for the first weekend in February. Yeah, first weekend in February, and another busy weekend on the front, on the inter-county front. Of course, we do wish the footballers the very best of luck. They head for Ruislip. I believe they're flying out there tomorrow night. They take on London in round 2 of the league on Sunday afternoon. And just having a quick look at the team there as well. I think there's just one change from that team from last weekend. We'll bring you that very, very shortly indeed. Now there's a great move coming up here. Move for Ballinacourty. They could be well being and goal here. The shot comes in, and it's the side netting. This time Shawnee Callahan in and goal off his left leg. Yeah, it started off again with big Michael Kiely. There was 3 or 4 of them involved. The finish weekend was bad. They should have got more out of it. It was a great defence splitting move there. So out and wide there on that occasion. I thrown it away, haven't they? And I think it's actually 2 changes to the Waterford team for the trip to London, which will bring you very, very shortly indeed. Ballinacourty have this now. It's actually, he's given a free in, John, so this is scoreable for Jack McGrath. I think it is Jack McGrath on the far side. Chance to tie up proceedings here in the 36th minute. It's off his right leg. The kick comes in from McGrath, and the white flag is raised. Yes, that's over. It is Jack McGrath coming out. We're just checking that. That's his second point of the evening. So it's all square once again. 4 points apiece. 6 minutes into the second half, John. So well, the score they deserve to be at least on level terms, But you have to say, in the first few minutes, Ballinacourty are well on top in these first 5 or 6 minutes. Jack McGrath, he got that free a couple of moments ago. Now he's bending his back, getting down over the ball. Here's DJ Kiely, links up with Cian O'Riordan. And Ballinacourty have possession back. It's with Michael Kiely, number 17. Of course, what a busy schedule he has in terms of Fitzgibbon hurling and county hurling on Sunday. That's a good tackle by Barry Power, almost winning it back for Rathgormack. Back with Corty again, and Rian Welch links up again with Charlie Treen. Lovely footwork. Oh, it's a bit of a loose pass, a hospital pass if ever I saw one by Treen there. There's a push on the back there, overturned by Rathgormack. Ryan Hennessy, he's done a lot of spade work. He's down on the ground now, but he's been everywhere for Rathgormack. I know he has, So Michael Kiely again involved there. Michael Kiely is actually dominating proceedings there within the last 4 or 5 minutes. He's been on the ball. Every time the ball is kicked out, he's on the ball. And he's DJ, his cousin, is playing well as well. But Michael Kiely has definitely shown his experience and his fitness level at this stage. So 7 minutes into the second half.
No.
Ballinacourty could well profit from this ball given away. Charlie Treen outside of the right boot. Oh, it's gone right and it just curled away. Didn't bring it in far enough.
Yeah. It would have been a great score.
Would have been a mighty score. In fairness, it was worth a try, John, as they say, but just didn't draw it in, unfortunately, from this point of view. And we'll remain all square here in Fraher Field, this county under-28 football final of 2021. Coming to you live here from the famed Porky Arker. 4 points apiece, nicely balanced between these two great rivals, Ballinacourty and Rathgormack. The Greg Fives Memorial Cup up for grabs for the winners here tonight. The perpetual trophy for the first time. Lovely gesture, as we mentioned before, throw in from the Fives family. It was presented to the county board, to county chairman Sean Michael O'Regan last weekend. And fitting to honour a great stalwart of GAA. And Greg, as John mentioned before, throw-in will always be fondly remembered. DJ Kiely, he got a massive point a couple of moments ago. He's going for another one. That one just drifted, and the wide started to maybe mount up now for Ballinacourty, John. They are shooting from distance, and Rathgormack, they're sucking up all this pressure.
They're sucking up all the pressure, but Ballinacourty, as I said, in the last, what's gone, 8.5 minutes, definitely in the last 7 minutes anyway, 6-7 minutes, Ballinacourty owned the ball. They should be making this possession count.
Kick out. Dropping around the
have it again.
Middle third, that area which has become so vital in the modern game. Jack McGrath, a bit of an unorthodox pass, but he gets away with it. Links up with Charlie Treen, back into the centre now for Ballinacourty. Here's Michael Kiely, runner off the shoulder, breaking at pace. It's Colin Foley. He's raiding upfield, the centre back, trying to get by a couple of challenges there. Oh, lovely offload inside. Here's Shawnee Callahan. In fact, it's the midfielder, that's Darragh Slevin, and he loses it there. Good tackling by Rathgormack, good disciplined tackling, and James Power wins it back for the men in the famed red and green. Outside now as far as Glen Power. The crowd here now, there's a passionate crowd here from both sides. They've travelled here this evening and they're trying to raise their game here as well for their fellow sides. Ryan Hennessy, route one in as far as Elif, off the shoulder, it's the wing forward. That's Rhys O'Mahony. Oh, he just took his eye off it there. That could have been a big moment if the ball went to hand. Ballinacourty trying to clear their lines. Things begin to hot up there in the last couple of minutes there. Foley trying to win it back there. Kiely down over it for Ballinacourty, and it's in there as far as David Byrne, the goalkeeper, and he's gone out over the end line there.
He was out over the end line.
And out for a 45 according to the umpire.
Yeah.
That was a great moment there. A good passage of play.
It was a good passage of play, and to be fair, I'd say if Rathgormack had got the goal, to be completely against the run of play.
But again, you can see the direct ball into Elif when he's out in front of his man.
He took his eye off the ball just for a minute, for a split second. And
you can see Ryan Hennessy just peeling away from his man. Ballinacourty supporters underneath us telling them that they need to wake up. And but it is entertaining, in fairness. Not a bit. Previews during the week, John, we're predicting this one will go right down to the wire, and that's how it's transpiring, even though there's still 20 minutes to go. There's a lot of football to be played. That's a poor enough delivery by Ronan Elif. He didn't really catch that at all, and Ballinacourty could well break at pace. DJ Kiely links up with the other wing forward there. That's Ballinacourty, and in fact it's the cornerback Conor Kent. Thought it was number 12 for a second there, John. The eyesight must be going, but
I know the numbers are hard to get on the far side. But my sight is improving as the night has gone on. I'm a bit of an owl.
Charlie Treen on the ball for Ballinacourty. A familiar style of Charlie, links up with Rian Welch. He just took his eye off it. Rathgormack may well overturn this ball, but it's back with Darragh Slevin, the hard-working midfielder for Ballinacourty. Back as far as Kiely. He's been everywhere for Courty this evening, and then decides to go all the way back as far as his first goal. That's Michael. Charlie Treen, 1-2 with Kiely.
He can too. Can he pull the trigger?
He's back though. Willie Beresford, he's trying to get inside that cover there. Oh, lovely balance and control. Oh, he's gone by a couple of challenges. Still going forward. Still Beresford, but great tackling there. And Rathgormack have overturned this ball. That's great defending there by McCumra's side there. But then they give it away. But now they have it back. It's Ryan Hennessy. Right in the corner. Gets it out. Plays literally a 1-2 with himself there. Is he fouled? No, says the referee. Very close to the sideline. Jack McGrath hoops it back forward for Ballinacourty. Very close to the sideline. Now it's gone out. Which way is it going?
It's a Ballinacourty ball, I think.
Mark indicates it's going in for Ballinacourty.
Yeah. Good passage of play there, Gavin.
Even one of the best cameramen in the country, Willie O'Mahony, is just the outstretched arm there to try and get us into the corner. But we have a good view of it there. And certainly wouldn't envy Willie. He's up there above in the crow's nest this evening on a cold evening.
No, this big man.
No better booking.
Give it back. No.
Michael Kiely gets the 1-2. Chance here for Courty as he's going forward. Can he get room to swing the leg at this one? Yes! Got into the goal! Michael Kiely with the finish, loops it into the net. Lovely 1-2. I'm not sure that he mean it. I'm sure he'll tell us later on whether he did, but it's into the back of the net. Opening goal of this county final.
If you were to stop the game right now, he's the man of the match. Not because he got the goal, but because he's on every ball. He's their playmaker.
Huge goal
Huge
for
goal,
Michael
yeah.
Kiely and a huge score in this county final. 1-4 to 4 points, John.
1-4 to 4. And they deserve, in fairness to Ballinacourty, they should be further ahead.
Rathgormack are introducing a substitute. That's
18.
Francis Roach, who's making his way into the team. He's a good player as well. So the fans trying to get behind both sides.
Are there a lot of your panel playing here now?
There would be a lot of my under-20 football panel, that is, John, playing here this evening.
Yeah.
And, certainly working hard behind the scenes at the minute in terms of looking at guys, and I know both under-20 squads and both minor squads are working hard, I suppose. With a lot going on at the minute, it's pretty challenging, but we're managing, as the fella says, and we're looking forward to the year ahead, and hopefully all goes well on that front.
That's hopefully, yeah.
Limerick at home is certainly not a bad draw. Right now we'll follow the play. Owen Ahern has it. Ballinacourty have their tails up. Here's Owen Ahern, lovely sidestep off the left leg. He's kicking this one in. There's plenty of height on it, almost Gary Owen. Green Welch overturns it for Ballinacourty. I think he stopped there, almost thought he heard a whip. Ballinacourty management team underneath us. Mark Ferncombe, of course, is their banished door. Furry, of course, great player. Great to see players like that, I suppose, John, putting it back into the
He's from the legendary Ferncombe family. Uncle Peepy, one of the in the county.
Team and done great work with county teams, and indeed a great football man in general. Trying to rally his troops here this evening. They'd dearly love to bring that cup back down to the village bar, I'm sure, tonight. Ballinacourty will be hoping it's going over the bridge to Minis. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Popped out over the line there on the far side. And that's going to be a line ball for DJ Kiely. Let's see that there's one or two. I see brave souls have braved the bank, John, on the far side there tonight. Yeah.
They probably came in over the wall on the far side.
Don't tell John Jackson that. We'll follow the play, and word on John, of course. You see you half time. DJ Kiely a point, and important goal. Result very, very.
1 point from play.
1 point so far. This to hand Ballinacourty a 4-point lead. So just to note there as well, there's 2 changes to the Waterford football team. Ben Kerwin from Kiely is going to make his senior debut in London on Sunday, so he's in goal, replacing Beresford. So a big moment for Ben on Saturday. And Sean Boyce comes in at cornerback. He replaces Liam Fennell at the backline. So there's just the 2 changes to the team. So again,
I think Liam Fennell was gone because he had a red card last week.
Yeah, absolutely. We wish and his team the very best of luck.
Yeah, of course you would, yeah, absolutely.
That's the first yellow card of this county final. It goes to Charlie Treen, the centre half. So, but as you say, John, they'll come into that with plenty of confidence. Come back for a free there, turned inside. Good play there by the cornerback. That's Chris Comerford from Rathgormack down the line. As far as the new man in, that's Francis Roach. Here's Tom Welch. Tom is 6 and he's back, but I think he's throwing caution to the wind now. John Kiely, I think Rathgormack are going forward. And here is Tom. Big boot of a ball inside, looking for the centre half forward. That's Rhys O'Mahony. Can he get inside the cover? Fisted away from him, and Courty have the bodies back. That's good defending there. Oh, Ballinacourty need to get down over the ball. Patrick Fitzgerald just sidesteps his man. Oh, it's a dangerous area to be playing around with it. Colin Foley, he's done well in this game so far, and spots that Conor Kent was away in possession here. DJ Kiely, he's covered every blade of grass for Ballinacourty. Colin Foley takes the 1-2. Here's Keane O'Riordan. Kiely goes again. Oh, lovely balance and control there by Ballinacourty, and it's Kiely again. We've mentioned him a lot of times in the commentary tonight, and here he is on the ball again. Is he going to be getting his hands on the Grade 5's Perpetual Cup, the Memorial Cup, in memory of a great Gael, a great Abbeyside Ballinacourty man, and a great GA man? And Ballinacourty have possession. Ball rooted back there. Paddy Smith says play on. Who's going to win this one? It's in the centre of the field, and there's a whistle gone there, and it's a free. It's almost as good as a score nearly. But if you're looking at that clock, John, there's still 23. There's only 23 minutes gone. There's still a lot of time left. There's
still a lot of time. Only a 2-point lead. Any like it's possible. Yep.
We will be bringing you the presentation afterwards as well.
What number are you going for?
And there's a couple of players down here in front of us as well.
17. 17. Yeah.
Cramp, Ryan Hennessy and Jack McGrath getting a bit of treatment there, and back a couple of years ago, you'd never see cramping under 20 game John Kiely, but obviously it seems to be a problem now with these young fellas.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But in fairness, one thing I see now being involved with the 20s and that they're so busy in terms of college games going on. They're up and down. They're probably on their senior squad.
Oh, yeah.
They might be on a county squad. They have a lot on. They have a lot on.
And there's a lot of pressure on young fellas today compared to years ago when you know what I mean. When I was younger, the fellas that only play a few matches in the year. You're training a couple of nights a week. You have a couple of matches underage for the club, colleges. You know.
Yeah, it's all going on. I see Ballinacourty are warming up a sub way to our left-hand side as well. We'll watch Michael Kiely again and DJ. They'll have a bit of debate. DJ seems to be pulled down there, but the referee says play on. Rathgormack come away with it. Very close to the sideline. Overturned by Ballinacourty. Back with Michael Kiely. Goes by a couple of challenges again. Very close to the sideline. Steps inside the cover of James Power. Off to Owen Ahern. Trying to break that first line. Good tackling by Rathgormack. Good discipline defending. James Power trying to win it back. Owen Ahern trying to fend him off. They're pleading for steps. Back outside his first. DJ Kiely. And stoppage. Player down. Amused look there on the Rathgormack fans underneath. Well, I suppose it's Ryan Hennessy who's receiving treatment. I know Ryan has had a couple of issues with injuries and hips problems over the last couple of seasons. He's still a young player, but again, he's been everywhere for Rathgormack tonight. Yeah.
Who are you playing in the under-20 championship?
We're playing Limerick on the 11th of April, John. The draws were made last week, yeah. So.
Yeah. And have you played a few challenge games?
We've played one or two games, yeah. We've played one or two games. We have a league coming up as well in February, a development league where we'll be playing Tip, Wexford and Carlow. So look, hopefully we getting competitive action into a couple of lads. But things are going okay. We're tipping away nicely. There's a lot going on in fairness.
Yeah, and the minor team.
Yeah, the minor team are tipping away as well. In fairness, we say congratulations to Michael Flynn of Galtier, of course. Coney, as he was appointed minor manager on the Monday night at the county meeting. So we wish him the very best of luck with that. Rathgormack introducing a sub here, John. I see.
It's never easy when you're in a county where the young lads under 18 want to play the hurling.
Yeah, it's never easy.
You can't blame them really, you know. So what you got to do is forget about that and drive on yourself.
Yeah, we'll drive on with that. And in fairness, the hurling management side, we're in good cooperation there so far with the hurling management. And in fairness, the lads.
This boy is in trouble.
They're just so busy in terms of their own schedules at the minute. And see Ryan Hennessy, well, let's hope that's not. He's coming off there and being helped off there by. Stephen Flynn, the Rathgormack physio. Interestingly here now, John, because Ballinacourty had possession.
Yes.
But now he's throwing it in. I don't know now. I'd have to with the referee. Look, we won fairness to Paddy. He's handled this game very well. I must say so far this evening. James Power seemed to be pulled down there. Michael Kiely with a snapshot. That's going to go well wide almost into the Colligan River. It didn't.
Yeah.
But very interesting move there.
Well, I was talking earlier on in the first half when James Power had been playing well for Rathgormack. He looked strong on the ball and pushing lads out of the way that time. Michael Kiely just pushed that out of the way the same as he's now like the man playing among boys in the second half.
And got away with it, John.
I did, yeah. He's great physical presence about him, and he just missed that one.
And right now, Ballinacourty, their fans aren't best pleased with that one.
He's hand under a comic man's back.
So it's going to be a free. That free will be to Rathgormack. Things it's beginning just to hot up ever so slightly. Not hotting up here, but on the field as Reese as Jack Hickey goes forward. Back as far as James Power. He kicked one massive score in the first half. They'll need his leadership now. Trying to go by Ballinacourty challenges off his right leg. It'll be a fair score if it goes over. It's gone out and wide there. Almost as good as the score from Ballinacourty's point of view. They'll be happy with that.
Lead with 3 minutes.
It is, yeah. How do you see it, John? Can Ballinacourty hang on?
Well, looking at the second half, they deserve to hang on. You know, you'd feel as if anything to do with the Ballinacourty team or a Ballinacourty supporter, if they were to lose the game now, you'd be broken hearted because it's a game they should win. They deserve to win. They are the better team.
We'll follow the play. Back with Rathgormack. They're not going to give up the ghost. It's Peter Welch. In fact, it's Tom Welch, his brother on the ball now. Off as far as Glenn Power. Treads it through. Well cut out there by Dara Slevin. Reading the play well. Off to Michael Kiely again. The Kiely name, we've mentioned that name an awful lot in the commentary so far tonight. DJ and Michael, I'm sure they'll be fighting maybe over the man of the match award. They might have to share it. Who knows?
You drew a Kiely fixing the TV.
Colin Foley on the ball. Charlie Treen back as far as Keane O'Riordan. Ballinacourty, are they just going to go through the keep ball route now? I'm sure there'll be a couple of minutes of additional time as well. That'll be at the discretion of the Ray Tour. Paddy Smith from the Shamrocks. Reen Welsh on the ball now. Courty down the line. Shawnee Callahan shown well. He's plenty of energy. Chris Comerford swings him around. He has an advantage coming. And the referee He's going to bring it back
This
to
will be a
that.
good one now. If Ballinacourty hold on and win this, or get a goal and pull away and win it handy, and the cup is presented to DJ Kiely, that will be...
Yeah, it'd be a nice moment, won't it?
It will be a nice moment because Ian Kiely was one of Greg's best friends, and I know that because we give years travelling on the roads together.
Yeah, absolutely.
As I said,
Would be, yeah.
so he'd be a really proud man to see Ian's son, which I'm sure that Ian will be proud
And
of.
I'm
His
sure
son
Ian is
collecting
here somewhere. If not, he's
But
tuned in, I'm sure.
It will be an ideal. It will be an ideal finish. Yeah.
That's a mighty belt of a ball there from the free kick, and it's curled over the bar superbly. I believe it's Owen Ahern who's trotting out after that one, or is it Jack McGrath? I think it's Owen Ahern actually who's got it. Yeah, Tony Ryan is nodding over, so if Tony says it's
Tony Brown, he who knows. Tony Ryan, he who knows all.
But
yeah.
Paddy Smith is just going in here to Donald Murracoo to get an indication of added time, so we might have that very, very shortly indeed. Owen Ahern with a massive free there, out on the touchline. I know it was 21 metres out, but it was out, suited a right-footed effort.
He deserved that because he's a lad that's worked hard all night too there, you know, he's put in a good shift.
Breaking ball, who's going to win it? Lads debating over who's going to get man of the match. We'll find out. It's just plucked out of the hands there of James Cotter, and Ballinacourty have back Michael Kiely again. He's been everywhere in this second half. Brilliant display from him for a fellow who played Fitzgibbon last night. John is probably going to feature for the Hurlers on Sunday.
He's super fit. He's super fit. Yeah. He's by miles the best player on the field.
3-0 made down Brescia, so 3 minutes of additional time. There's still time here in Fraher if Rathgormack got a goal. We'd be heading for extra time. I'm sure Ballinacourty and Colin Foley want that. They want to drive forward. Speaking of driving forward, here's Colin. Lovely balance and control. Still going forward there, and he's blown for overcarrying.
Overcarrying, yeah.
Ballinacourty introducing a sub here as well, John, I think. It looks like number 5 underneath us, that man is Shawnee Lanigan. We'll be with that very, very shortly indeed. We're into the final 2 minutes or so here in Páirc Uí Archar. Rathgormack have to get a goal, although there is still time. Here's Glenn Power. They're going forward. It's back with Barry Power inside as far as Welsh. He's surrounded there by Ballinacourty players. That's Peter. He's going forward. He got a goal in the semi-final last week. Back as far as Elif. He has an advantage. And the advantage is on the edge of the D. This is kickable, you'd imagine, for Rathgormack. Now, do they go for a point here, or do they go for a goal?
You'd have to generate a yellow. You'd have to try and generate the goal, or get the goal.
Well, they'll have another attack, John. But we'll see. Shawnee Lanigan, by the way, is coming on there for Ballinacourty. We'll just see what player is going off. It looks like Reen Welsh. I'm sure we'll see Reen coming across. In fairness, he worked hard. Probably didn't maybe get that supply as this one comes in from Rathgormack, and it's gone wide from Ronan Elif. I'm not sure the wide count now, John, for Rathgormack, but
I'm not
certainly
sure.
It's Reen Welch who's coming off there.
I would think Ballinacourty have more wides than Rathgormack, would you? You haven't been keeping account of the wides, no?
Haven't been keeping account of the wides.
I would have a better at Ballinacourty of the most wides. Ballinacourty wides.
13-3 on the wide count, says Tony Ryan, has been keeping
Ballinacourty.
Thanks to Tony for that.
They've twice them. 13-6. Only 3 wides to Rathgormack. 13-4. So they've won it on the wides as well as the scoreboard. Yeah.
DJ Kiely back to Charlie Treen. Ballinacourty playing keep ball. You can see the couple on the bank there on the far side.
I think I know them 3. They definitely came in over the wall.
We won't go naming names at this hour on Friday night. But I'm sure the cup could be on its way back over the bridge to Ballinacourty, and I'm sure Greg Foyes will be looking down on them tonight. He'll be looking down on what will be a famous night for Ballinacourty in winning the under-20A football, the 2020 final. 2021 final, 2022 championship be coming up very shortly. Rathgormack going to break at pace. They have one chance to try and muster up an equaliser. Glenn Power has it. They led at half time by 1-3-2. That ball is booted down. Is it going to beat Peter Welch out over line, or can he keep it in play? No, he seems to be foul there, is he? Yes, says the referee. It's on the back.
I'm not sure about that. I thought it was
Kenny Hassett is saying John Ballinacourty look like they're going to introduce another substitute. That's Owen Flynn.
Do you think that was a foul?
And I think it was into the back.
Was it a shoulder? Was it the back? Was it?
Back into the back, yeah.
Okay.
So, well, look, I'm not going to...
Tony Ryan is agreeing with you.
We'll have
I couldn't see it in
now.
I
think there's 16 players on the field for Ballinacourty, but we'll just see their sub. There's a lot happening, John, in the last couple of minutes to see Jonathan Donovan handing a slip. And I'm not sure who came off. I think they have 16 on the field now. I'm not too sure, but
have they? Are you sure?
I'm not too sure. I didn't see who came off.
I wouldn't think so.
Maybe he's gone off behind the goal, but Or maybe he came off here now in front of us.
They have too many smart dudes on the sideline to make that mistake.
We'll do a count on that. This one is kicked in. This could be last chance saloon for Rathgormack. We're into the dying embers of this county final. This one is kicked in. It's high into the air. Where's the breaking ball going to go? It's gone out and it's gone wide.
It's gone wide.
33 minutes are up.
Yeah.
It's at the discretion now of Paddy Smith. It's Ballinacourty. Go. Back over the bridge and heading.
He played well, but Mike is the man of the match.
And just Taylor Murray, the county. Michael Kiely gets the man of the crucial goal. John, he was
the best player on the field. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Our congrats to Ballinacourty. John, before we leave you, head back for famed territory. Just a word, thanks for tonight. And a tough battle, but a good standard of football.
And the best of luck to yourself. Waterford under 20 team.
Appreciate John Kiely on co-commentary this evening. So Ballinacourty, the A football champions for 2021. Michael Kiely with a man of the match display. He got the goal in the second half. He may well picked up a yellow card as well. I'm sure he won't mind that. And you know, the AGM on down tonight. We wish John and all. And talk away, so.
A card, Coifigi, agus a good Tory, Mark Cahirlock, Cumna Lucas, Gael, Fort Largo, Bavalum, Falta Vur, Riv, Cor Common, Ballinacourty, agus Rathgormack, agus Valum, Trace Lou, Leshan Golf Club. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure to be here tonight. Beautiful evening to play a game of football. So I'd like to just sincerely congratulate Ballinacourty on winning the 2021 county senior or county under 20 final. Well done. I know Rathgormack and Ballinacourty, as we all know, two fabulous traditional football clubs that have done so much battles down through the years. Tonight obviously is Ballinacourty's night, but I'm sure Rathgormack will be back again, so well done to Rathgormack. Just a few moments, a quick few thank yous to JJ Kavanagh, our sponsors, who's been with us for many years, looking after our club championship that people know. And the Man of the Match award tonight goes to Michael Kiely. I'd also like to thank our CCC for the running off of our competitions. Obviously, look, the split season and the way things are going between club and county, it's going to be difficult to try and get our head around it and play all these competitions. But I'd like to sincerely thank everybody that's working on all the boards to try and get competitions played. So well done to each and every one of those. To Paddy Smith, our referee tonight as well, also, and his officials. Thanks to Paddy for that. But look, I suppose tonight is a special night, just not only for Ballinacourty winning, but we remember tonight Greg Fives. It's a fabulous presentation, our cup, that was presented to us by the Fives family during the week. And I'd like to sincerely thank them for that. Obviously, everybody in Ballinacourty, but even further afield, will always remember Greg Fives and what he's done for not only Ballinacourty and Abbeyside, but also for Waterford, GA, and further afield as well, like I said. So tonight is absolutely, and you look at the Fraher field and the work that Greg did and the important role that he played in that as well. So well done to the Fives family, and it's absolutely fitting that the first winners of the cup are Ballinacourty. So without any further ado, I'd like sincerely congratulate again Ballinacourty and ask the captain to lift the cup. Well done.
Well, it's a great honour to accept this trophy now on behalf of the boys. They put in serious work coming back from college and everything to play. Thank the Greg Fives, all of them, to sponsor the trophy. You know, it's